Hi, you're welcome to Serious Banter, where we talk about topical issues as they concern us. My name is Dami Mafe, and today we have a strong topic. It's intriguing, it's interesting. Celebrities and their influence in the society. But before we go into this issue, we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. We're still discussing celebrities and their influence in the society. So the angle I think we should start from is celebrities and breaking the law. We've had a lot of issues and heard a lot of things, even on the international level. R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. Taje, what's your take?
For example, the situation going on right now with Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin about them paying to get their kids into...
Felicity Huffman.
Yeah, Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin, that's what I said.
What are they? They're like actresses.
Yeah. So they paid to get their kids into higher education, like really good universities. And I think America's just trying to use them as an example because a lot of people have been doing it. Even in Nigeria, we've been doing it for years.
Kids were not accepted by the university.
I mean, they kind of just paid like a lot of money to kind of make sure that their kids were accepted, regardless of whatever their grades were. So, because they're top universities.
So basically, they are bribing the university because if they say
Yes, you can say it's a bribe, but
Big deal.
it happens everywhere.
You can't tell the school that is suing them that is not a big deal if they feel offended.
The school is not the one suing them.
Who's
Because at the end of the day, other people found out. Yeah. So because the school has been doing it, everybody has been accepting it. But the people that their kids were not accepted, because obviously those kids that are not as smart are taking the space of kids that are smart, that actually deserve to be there. So those ones found out and then reported it. And then now, the States is trying to use them as an example.
I think it's not a big deal because there are students that are actually working their asses off to get into the university and are just not as privileged as the ones that have money.
And they get privileged.
Chill! That's the dumbest thing you can say on this set. What do you get privilege?
But that's the fact about life. If you're not privileged, then get privileged. I'm sorry.
Wow. I don't think Jasmine is listening to the words coming out of her mouth. They should go and get privilege. I'm sorry, is this so that Ebano?
That's not my privilege.
What do you mean get privilege?
You have your own money. I mean, if you don't have money, if you don't have confidence, connections, if you don't have affluence, then, go get money, go get your own affluence and then get there. I mean, you don't have to beef other people because they are more privileged than you are, right? Find your own connections. I don't care if you're 14, 15. Who cares if you're fresh into school?
Jasmine.
Talking about students
If you're young and you have the money to enter university, pay your way and enter.
I kind of agree.
See all these things.
I kind of agree with what you're saying because
know these things.
Wait.
People are just pretending.
Hold on. I agree.
Because trust me, not that I totally agree with what she's saying, because I have something I'll talk about. Mm-hmm. Just like when I was growing up, when I was going to get into secondary school, KC guys, a lot of KC guys came into that school, got into that school based on who their father was. Yeah, connection. That's what you know what I'm saying? Most people that went to KC, it's not even about grades. Mm-hmm. There are people that got good grades and still get into KC, and they end up going to Janiki. Mm-hmm. Another federal school. Because their father was...
So when she says get privilege, I say change your parents.
So what do you do?
I don't understand. Because they're still really young, so they're trying to get into school. So are you saying...
I'm saying for my own, but like financially, like, do you get what I'm saying? It was based on power and who they were.
The topic here, because look, what we're talking about is celebrities and their influence. So the reason why this came up is because they are celebrities, one, two, they can afford it. But then if we look at people, we're talking about breaking the law, and we look at people, earlier you mentioned Bill Cosby and you mentioned R. Kelly. Now, R. Kelly is one person, I just want to mention, because we've said two black men, I just want to add a white guy. Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein.
So don't be as if we're just bashing our own, but at the end of the day, like, R. Kelly is somebody, excuse me, stop. I don't understand. You have your time. Thanks. So now we have a celebrity that's as popular as R. Kelly, who has been getting away with the same ass shit for years and years. And if anybody has watched the documentary or has even watched anything in pop culture, there are so many references. I'm such a huge fan of Boondocks. Boondocks, as far as a long time ago, do you understand? This is something that he was blatantly doing, and people refuse to see it because it's R. Kelly. They just can't believe it. The day that he was in court for a crime that he peed on somebody, there were still women, daughters, girls standing outside saying, R. Kelly, it's you that we want. Because what? They believe that's what he's walking on water. What is it about celebrities that make them get away with stupid ass shit?
The fact that they've been so idolized, like they're so like worshipped by people. So obviously you're being brainwashed into thinking that this person is God, this person is above, any form of mismorality or whatever. So I think it's just like a sense of reasoning type of thing.
I'm going to say I talk after Shaitan. Let me just put something about them to highlight a celebrity. You need to see a celebrity as two people. The psychology behind the celebrity, which is the public figure, and the psychology behind the human being, which is the normal person. Let's put case in point. When Wizkid's baby mama came out and started narrated a whole story about what was going on, every time she mentioned him, she said Ayo. Nobody knows who Ayo is. We all know Wizkid. So everybody trying to say, you can't talk about Wizkid like that, blah, 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 blah. Fine, you can defend Wizkid because he's a good artist. But the human being, the person, the personality behind the public figure is a different person entirely going through something entirely different. So nobody has a right to talk about Ayo's personality because you don't know Ayo. You know Wizkid. Same thing with Robert Kelly. Robert Kelly is an animal. He doesn't belong in the public space. R. Kelly, the artist, is who people love. So people cannot differentiate the difference between the two of those people. So they join them together and say, we love R. Kelly. But that's an animal. Robert Kelly is an animal. How can you love an animal? Yeah, but you see Twitter people say, R. Kelly is cancelled, but this is song that I like, always speaks to me. You can't berate that person because somebody's inspirational content speaks to them.
To be honest,
but the human being, the personality behind the person that released the inspirational content is an animal. They are two different people. I stand by it. Robert Kelly is an animal.
I felt that same way about Bill Cosby too, Seth, because I really love the Cosby Show. And I was like, no, it couldn't be. He's not the one. Like, I argue with my dad, and my dad was like, no, Bill Cosby could never. And then he watched the documentary on CS, and he was like, what? And he still said Bill Cosby could never.
What you are trying to say? I'm trying to say now that, okay, so look at R. Kelly, for example, and I'm going to move on from this real quick. Now, we have people who are saying that they started doing this movement where mute R. Kelly, where they stopped playing his music. I was even at a house party recently, and his song came on, and I was like, no! Now, in that situation, are you now saying that it's unfair to critique their work because the person that recorded the music and the person that is going through it are two different people?
No.
I feel like at this point,
we
should actually understand that we are the ones that give these celebrities the power that they have.
True. Right? And it's because of the fact that, you listen to their music is so good. Okay, R. Kelly has committed a crime, but you're still going to go out there and listen to his music. He still has the power because people will still continue loving R. Kelly. So when I hear people actually say mute R. Kelly, it's something that is very valid. You shouldn't say, oh, because R. Kelly is a different person. You're still giving him the power. You're still playing his music. You're still giving him money. You're still giving him the influence that he has used to do all the shit that he has done in the first place. So what are you actually doing? Anybody can come on social media now and just say anything and become a celebrity, and that's because we are the ones that give these people the power. Stop making stupid people famous.
So, I mean, but my point of highlighting the two different psychology of the people is that human beings need to understand that the human being behind the celebrity is different from the person in front. And you have to counsel them holistically. You can't say, oh, you want to love R. Kelly, but you want to counsel his personality. No.
So you give an example about Wizkid, right? I know that we've been talking about, international celebrities. Are there celebrities in Nigeria that we feel bare celebrities? Who is that? What's their name?
I mean, where should we even start from? That's the question. Like, where? At what aspect? Is it doing the yahoo crime? That's the fraud? Or like beating up people in public and then having issues, or sending thugs to beat another celebrity and like.
After the break, we'll take a short break. This is still Serious Banter. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Serious Banter. Dibumi, you were saying something before the break.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about the R. Kellys and the Harvey Weinsteins of the world. How about we talk about the Naira Marleys and every other celebrity in Nigeria that is just blatantly, obviously supporting criminal activities? I mean, like, how can you stay? You know that you are an influencer because you're a celebrity and you are obviously supporting something that is wrong. Nobody can tell me that.
What was he supporting? What are you talking about?
Nobody can tell me that being a yahoo person or being a fraudulent person is right. But it is so bad.
Hold on. Sorry. But you have, I'm sorry, but even in the corporate sector, we have people that indulge in fraud. So I think fraud is a general thing. Fraud is fraud. Really, why are we talking about Yahoo boys? Like, fraud is fraud. There's fraud in the corporate sector, then there's fraud in other sectors. Why you're just taking it to one side, I don't get it. I beg, let us be real. Fraud is fraud, my people. Like,
I don't think, I'm not saying fraud, let me just finish. I'm not saying fraud is not a general thing, but Yahoo has started in Nigeria a very freaking long time ago. But now people are so happy and so confident with the fact that they're doing this thing. I miss the times, I love the times where people would actually be like into Yahoo and still hide it and say, oh no, I'm not that. But now it's actually a job. It's a job description now. Yes, I'm a Yahoo boy. Yeah. That's my job. Yeah. Like, it's wrong.
And they're proud.
It's wrong.
Okay, so what I have to say about this is that celebrities have gone beyond lavish lifestyles, buying cars and all those things. Celebrities have actually become advocates for brands and multinational companies. Now, imagine you being an advocate for brands and increasing brand equity. And at the end of the day, imagine the kind of power you have over a regular human being. So, is fraud bad? Yes, fraud is bad. Are you going to say, oh, fraud is bad, but you're promoting it because you're a celebrity? I don't think it's good, because I think that as a celebrity, yes, you may be indulging. Everybody does one or two bad things. We all know. But yes, you're indulging in it. You don't have to come outside and now make sure that everybody feels like what you're doing is right. Okay, so here's how it goes. Brands actually use celebrities to advocate for their products. Now, for a brand to realize that they need them, it shows how important these celebrities are, right?
For me, the problem that I have in this whole semi matter and all that is that they say something and they can't really stand.
What is the semi matter?
For it. I think she was talking about fraud and stuff in Nigeria and stuff like that. So Simi was the person that started it before Naira Marley actually made a comment about talking about fraudsters. I don't really know what this stuff was all about.
Okay, so this is what she said.
What did she say?
She said that Yahoo boys should not patronize her. Don't buy her music. Don't listen to her music. That she's against Yahoo boys. Don't even listen to it. Don't buy her.
She didn't say that at first. It was when they came back at her. She now said, oh, if this is the...
What she said at first, that fraud is bad. Like, why are people supporting the fact that people are fraudulent? They're like, but Yahoo boys are the ones that play your music the most.
Exactly.
Yahoo boys are the ones that actually... Like,
so they came back, they came back at
don't
her.
buy my shit. Don't listen to my music. Yeah. I don't support what I don't support. I'm not going to support it because I want money.
Something about maybe Adekunle doing documents where before or something.
Her husband
So I don't get.
is part of YBNL as Yahoo Boy without laptop. And they're, yes, now that's what YBNL means.
Yahoo boy no laptop me though. Like
Yahoo
Means I'm making
Money
but
without
I'm not
laptop.
doing
I'm
it.
Yahoo Boy, but I don't do
Without
fraud. Wait
fraud.
now, I'm getting somewhere.
I'm angry.
Wait, laptop without laptop, it's not the same thing, I think. Well, okay, it's not the same thing. I will not talk. So, someone attacked her saying that, but your husband is part of a group where there are known Yahoo boys that do fraud, but claim that they do not do fraud. Do you understand? That's it.
So I have an issue with the fact that fraud on social media, it became a debate whether it was good or it was bad. I also have an issue with Yahoo boys coming out to say they're the ones supporting the economy. Fuck you and your goddamn money. We don't need it. Like nobody's asking you to put the money inside the economy or inside our businesses. We don't want it.
How are you?
You're coming to say Yahoo boys are supporting your money. Keep your money in your goddamn account. If you don't support any boss, don't come out and tell me that Yahoo is supporting the economy. Are you a bastard?
So shut up and not say what is
Or
wrong.
supporting nobody's business. Whatever it is that they think that they're doing with
They're
their money.
also spoiling the economy the same way
As in,
you're spoiling the economy.
they're actually spoiling.
People want to travel out
They
and
think they're helping, but they're
out.
spoiling everything.
What I know for a fact, or what I know that I saw personally that I took offense with is a certain guy on Instagram called Oye Mike or Ye.
That one has always been.
Okay, Mike. I don't know.
That one has always been.
I don't know him from
he's
anywhere,
brain dead.
whatever. But I saw his video. Wait, guys, we're all talking at the same time. So I mean, I really have no idea who this guy is. I just like randomly saw him on my timeline. This Oye Mike, Oye Mike, yeah. And I remember him specifically saying that some of these Yahoo boys have built the music industry on their backs, and I'm just of the opinion that two wrongs don't make it right, and the end just doesn't justify the means. I realized that a lot of people are into fraud in different levels of life, so even Yahoo boys or whatnot, and the people even in bigger corporations, but that's not the point. The point is that it shouldn't be celebrated, and the generation coming after us should not feel that being a fraudster is a way to put food on your table. And I believe that if you put it to him, he will not let his own brother or sister or daughter or son go and be a Yahoo boy. So, yeah. Talking about how Yahoo or whatever, the money that has been made has been used to support a lot of people in the music industry. Now, I cannot say for a fact whether it has or it hasn't, because I know very well that a lot of people, or like we don't even have like the structure in the music industry to make sure that the artists get to a particular place that they should get to. However, one thing I know for a fact, now, before we came on set, Dami was talking about her red passport, and I was angry because I was like, man, fuck you, man, because I have green passport. It's so painful. We can't travel anywhere. Bring us your listening. You say, Yahoo and one, right? It's not nice. Like if you people talk about the economy, but you can't travel out without you being looked. They look at you as a fraudster. This is somebody that I've worked hard all my life to get to where I'm at, and then because of one Yahoo boy that I don't know what he's doing in this life, and then one stupid ass celebrity is coming out to say that he's supporting economy. Like Demilade said,
These Yahoo boys don't
fuck
travel.
you, man.
These Yahoo boys don't travel.
You go to Dubai.
They only go to places where they don't need visa. Where they don't need visa. So, true, I'm talking. Every time I travel to, if I'm going to America or I'm going to England, those are the places where they say it's hard to enter. Every time I get to that country, they sideline me from my passport. They want to go through my kidney. They do serious back checks. They keep me in the airport for an hour, sitting down in one small room because they're doing back checks on who I am. Who the hell is that? What's in that country that are doing back checks on who I am? First of all, it's the people that are in my country that have caused that kind of nonsense.
These are all scammers and all these fraudulent people. Where do they travel to? Where can they travel to? We all know where they go. Where they don't need visa. Dubai. Places that they can just hop in, get Dubai on arrival. You see, people like us that want to go and do real business, do real holidays in the real countries that actually give us visas and all these kind of things. Sorry for saying real countries, but we want to go to places where we want to be happy. I get detained every time. They want to know whether I'm a fraudulent person, whether I'm carrying drugs, whether I really have purpose of being in their country. Who are these people questioning my integrity or trying because I want to travel to their country? It's because of all these people that are just spoiling the country for us.
They say
And you not come and say with your chest.
The Yahoo boys in London are on a different level. You can't even. True. And the thing is, in London, it's now one of those situations where the everyday celebrity guy or whatever is I'm talking about the ones that are up and coming in London. I'm not even talking about the ones that like them all them skeptics that are already there, but the ones that are up and coming, they do some form of fraudulent, fraudulent
even
something.
with their babes.
And the thing is, in London, it's even
dumb boys.
It's so deep to the point that like
they are.
It's now become the celebrities have now made it like I don't know whether I should call it a
swag.
It's a go-to. It's almost like, okay, you want to do something to get this deal or to get this thing. Okay, let me show you what you do. Give me your card, and then the girl will be the one to do it. It's a whole long process. But the celebrities have not necessarily endorsed it, but they've never said anything against it. So it's not like Nigeria that people are even saying things like, "Whether it's Yahoo, whatever." So Yahoo Boys in London, it's a bit upgraded. Upgraded is not really the word, but it's a bit different in terms of Nigeria. In Nigeria, they kind of find cards and find things, and I don't actually know how to do it in Nigeria, but I know in London, they will ask you for your card. And then whenever they steal someone's money from wherever, however they do it, they transfer the money into your card, and then you have to kind of report the card stolen, and then you can now withdraw the money, and then it's all so that you don't get into trouble. I know this because they've actually offered me.
Sorry, but I'm sorry. To me, the bottom issue is fraud. Like, corporate level, they're doing fraud. In some other places, they're doing fraud. Let us tackle the main issue. Fraud is fraud. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, let's not try to, wait. Let us not try to tag it to one particular thing or something. Made it seem like a norm. Who are the they? Who are the they?
It becomes a problem. Fraud is fraud. Everybody has to do something to get to wherever it is that they want to get to, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's fine. But it becomes a problem when you're tagging it as normal. Like, Nigerians normally think
people that do fraud, that is normal to them.
They're not coming outside to tell you that I'm doing fraud now.
But the key word you just said was what?
Low-key.
Oh yeah, so that's the point. So that's why we're even having this argument in the first place.
So we all find that people are doing fraud.
People are trying to justify the fact that
celebrities that are in power, because at the end of the day, do you understand? And celebrities,
and our celebrities are our biggest asset. If you don't want to confirm it or not, listen. Apart from oil, Greek is in shambles. Our contents is number one after oil. Our music is number one with content even before movies. So these guys are at the forefront of how the international world sees Nigeria. And if they're coming to come and say, yes, everybody should do Yahoo because we're taking our money back from the white people. Yeah, so that's dumb thinking. The whole world is...
You said that we're taking money back from white people.
That's the justification. That's some justification.
What's justification? Let's let people
slavery.
know.
He said that because of slavery of the past, that is justifiable for the Africans of today. Naira Marley, the Snoop Dogg look-alike.
Who is that? I don't know who that is. We have a Snoop Dogg look-alike in Nigeria.
The fake Snoop Dogg, the cheap Snoop Dogg.
In Nigeria?
In Nigeria, as an artist.
Oh, there you go. That's why he's irrelevant.
And all that kind of thing, because at the end of the day, most of the people that talk about slavery were not alive then. So to me, it's just a very
Africans sold Africans to slavery. The white people didn't come and empower us. Read the history.
Okay, so we'll take a quick break. Thank you, Demilade and the fellow cast. We'll be right back. We're back with more serious banter. So now we want to focus on celebrities and their influence. Tokwe, you have something to say about this?
Well, for me, I think celebrities always have a big influence on society, no matter what we try to, do, because at the end of the day, like we all say that like an idol is they're kind of people that we take as mentors and all that. So they'll always have a strong influence. And some people even at the past, some celebrities they've already had the past and all that kind of thing. So they'll always kind of support some certain issues, and because they have to eat also, they'll always keep their mouth shut and just go with the flow. So for me, my problem with Simi is the fact that I want her to really stand on what she said. If she should make sure she checks all the shows she wants to get and who is person sponsoring the show, what's his past and what's her past before taking the money, 5-10 million naira, they're paying you for that. And I think that's where some fans were actually really pissed off, because they know for a fact that there's so many people that pay her for shows and they're not really legitimate, like, do you get what I mean? So,
see me, I really feel like if you don't like this whole Yahoo thing and this controversy going on around, I feel like you need to, screen people that come for your shows or people that pay you to perform and even buy your CDs. Screen them and know where that money is coming from, whether it's legitimate or not.
I don't know if you can actually control that fact, because at the end of the day, there are other corporate bodies that actually have their funds through illegal means. You cannot say you do work. I cannot work for you and you don't pay me my money. So I don't really care how you're getting your money. When I do work for you, when I've performed my duties, just pay me my money. So I don't know if Simi should have to go all the way and start quality controlling someone and say, oh, where'd you get your cash from? Where'd you get your cash from before I come to your show? No. If she does her work, she's going to perform in your show. Pay me my money when I'm done. However you got the money is fine. I don't think that's a problem.
This is for the ladies now, because I don't really feel like this in Nigeria. There's women that really do young, but going back to, I'm just generalizing now. Do I be sorry? I'm going back to this. I feel like with celebrities, yeah, because celebrities are kind of normalizing bad behavior, so to speak, from Yahoo to fraud to anything. Would you date someone because it's become normal and it's becoming an okay thing? Okay, would any of you date
I know girls that would tell you that if he's not a Yahoo boy, I can't date him. It's sad, but it's true. It is sad because they're thinking, okay, so what job does he do? 95. How much do they pay him? 150K. How can he, when would he have money to build house that we live in? When is he going to? How can he take care of our children? So there are people out there that I want guys that get money in bulk. Yes, that's facts. I have friends bare people that will tell you that they can't date anybody if he's not a Yahoo boy. I mean, they know what they're looking for now. You have the conversation with them and it actually seems logical that they'd rather date a Yahoo boy. That's what they're after. There are people like that everywhere in Lagos. I'm sure if you ask some people on our set, they will still be dating Yahoo boys. They'll not tell you. I can't date a guy if he's not. I personally would not date a Yahoo boy. I have in the past, right? I have in the past when I was younger.
I think there's a lot of double standard out here. People in this town decide to just go with what they want to go with. Do you understand what I'm saying? As it satisfies them. If you're going to condemn something, condemn it 100. Hold on. People should, exactly. Thank you.
Who is eating from there? Because I'm not eating from there.
The girls that are saying they're not going to date.
Yeah.
Chill, the girls that are saying they're not going to date Yahoo boys, they're not condemning it. They are supporting it. But if someone is a musician, if she sings, for example, and then somebody
I'm not talking about Yahoo. You keep on limiting it to Yahoo. I'm talking about bad behavior in general. Influence is influence. It's like how some of these female celebrities, I'm taking it to another angle. Let's leave that first, please. Now, take it to another angle. It's like how some of these female celebrities will talk about how, they just bought a house of, I'm not saying it's not possible, 200 and something million. Say, hard work. Have hair salon. I was there for 7 years. Oh my God.
When you're done,
blah, 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 blah. I'm just
when you're done.
Influence. Because the thing is, you have young girls too that will be looking and say, really? So I just need to work hard. Not knowing that there's one Baba Isale behind that is making sure that the finance sponsor day, all those kind of things. You will not see those things online. Influence is influence regardless. Leave all that.
That's actually where small girl, big God came from, because they always put, I serve a big God. And they're like, okay, small girl, big God.
It's about
still
other celebrities too that openly, I'll not talk about, I'll not mention someone that openly smoke weed on their, I don't have any problem with what anybody's doing, but there's people that on their timeline, every second, they're
smoking weed on their timeline.
It's also influence, because what people see is what they want to do. It's like a trend. So let's take it to different, let's take it to different aspects. Okay, look at someone like Young Thug, for example, that now wears he wears dresses and all that. That's another thing of influence. But it looks like it's fashion. Fashionable.
My Cody, my lean.
Exactly.
For me, I had a problem with Rihanna because I love her songs, but I don't like her person. And I always say that. I always say that to everybody. Everybody asks me, who would you prefer, Beyonce and Rihanna? I always say I prefer Beyonce, and I give my reasons. Beyonce will not pull Beyonce might even be smoking. She does. She pops.
Beyonce's best friend.
But she doesn't even put
She
it.
does smoke. We smoked in France the other day.
She does smoke, but she doesn't. It's not.
But she doesn't put it out there. Yeah, she doesn't put it out there because she knows that she's a role model to a lot of people.
So can I now?
No. One second. Let me finish. For me, Rihanna is someone that I like. When I argue with people, Rihanna fans, and they was like, "Oh, I'm like, I love her music, but I don't like her person because first of all, my child probably like if I. Like 16 years old, 17 years old, people always look up to Rihanna. I remember when Rihanna did the hairstyle, everybody copied, Rihanna's hairstyle. So if she's smoking on and they always put it on a timeline, then people always follow what she's doing also. So
okay, on that. Now there are two things, right? Now the first thing, and I want to even bring it back home with this Rihanna thing you said. Now I have a friend, Mo Abebe, I'm sure everybody knows Mo.
Yeah.
There was a time that she posted something, I can't remember what it was, but I think maybe it was in a bikini, just something. She posted something and then a certain brand that I think she was signed on to or whatever, now try to maybe mess with her money and say, oh, because you posted this. And she G came out and said, yo, and it's one thing that Rihanna said as well. Yeah. She said, I'm not anybody's role model.
But that's
wait now.
Psychologically, yeah. But that's very wrong. No.
Wait.
That's actually not wrong. It's not wrong. No.
Okay. So now I'm trying to play the devil's advocate here because there's no celebrity that is defending themselves here. Now you're saying, okay, like Tajay said now, when her and Beyonce traveled to France that year, Beyonce was smoking, right? But Beyonce does not smoke in front of people, right? Rihanna said that she wanna be smoking everywhere. It's who she is, it's what she does. If you even look at Burna Boy, Rihanna is even too far. Burna Boy right here, he does not enter anywhere without his blaze.
They don't move around now.
Do you understand? But are we not trying to say that these people should not be themselves?
No.
They should not be who they are. Wait, now I'm trying to make 2 points here. That's the first point. Okay. Now, so you made an statement about Simi saying that, Simi should go and check everything. It's one thing for you to come out and say, you know what, this is bad behavior and I don't care what it says. I am going to Yahoo Remy, I keep referring to, you're making it normal. Do you understand? Rihanna has never, first and foremost, if we even say weed is a very, very touchy subject because there are places in the world that weed is legal.
Amsterdam.
Do you understand what I'm saying? It's one thing to come out and say with your celebrity status that, you know what, I am an advocate of this and I don't care what it stands for, what it means. Or for you to now come and say, how many people celebrities have come and say, okay, they're not showing video of how to do Yahoo, this thing. It's different. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
No. Let me say something.
Let me
say something now.
Okay.
Let me say something now.
Yeah.
It is irresponsible as a parent for you to go and meet a celebrity and say she's being a bad influence on your own child. It is very irresponsible as a parent. The celebrity is not raising your child. You are raising your child. So you tell me that, my daughter might look up to Rihanna. Why is the daughter looking up to Rihanna? So talk right now. Listen. Wait, you saying that it's very wrong for Rihanna to say what she wants to do. It's very wrong. As in, that's you trying to suppress somebody trying to be themselves. Listen. I'm going to tackle smoking. I'm going to tackle smoking because Rihanna smoking is her harming her own self. Yeah? So if somebody wants to pick up that influence from her, that is the person's prerogative, not Rihanna's. So listen. Me, I can never go and meet. If someone should go and meet me and say I should stop what I'm doing, that that their child is being influenced by my actions, and if my actions doesn't hurt anybody apart from me, don't come near me and tell me that your child is influenced by me. I will knock you out. Don't come near me.
Demo. So I think it's a ridiculous statement from Demilade saying that as an influencer, you are entitled to do what you want to do on a public platform. I think it's an unfair statement. I think that they should also find a way to consider these people that actually look up to them.
You can see, it's kind of like, you're kind of contradicting yourself. Like, I'm even going back to even the fraud thing because, for example, you're against fraud. Hold on. You're against fraud. Fine, right? Fine, cool. That's your own opinion. But now you're talking based on influence that, you have to train your child. Yes, normal. Everybody has if you give birth to a child, you definitely have to train your child. But at the same time, you cannot say that, because do you understand? It is right because this celebrity.
No.
Demilade, Shaitan, Nawa. You people, double standards. First of all, you were talking about fraud, blah, blah, blah. People shouldn't indulge in fraud. It is bad. But when it came to weed, it's their personal life. No, come on, don't contradict yourself. Stay in one lane. If you're an influencer, do what is right. You cannot be saying one thing here, Demlade, Shaitan, you cannot be on the other fence. Balance it.
I need to talk about
where are you standing?
Based on what you said, the main topic is influence of celebrities on society. Whether you like it or them, we're not talking about personal. We're not talking about someone that is not a celebrity here. A celebrity, something comes with being a celebrity. In football, let me tell you, for free, you can't smoke shisha outside. You'll be banned. In football, Aguero cannot go outside here and smoke shisha. Not even weed. It is that is it. No, wait. It's an example. They're like, listen to me. Why? What's the reason? Because they already know footballer is allowed to do some certain things outside, even when you're in the club. To even the littlest thing as taking shisha or cigarettes or anything. Once anybody takes a picture of you, your club will fine you.
That's a fine.
So being a celebrity comes with a lot of rules.
What are the rules for celebrities?
Thank you. This is the reason why they've called you an influencer, because you're influencing people. So either you
don't want to be an influencer.
Then don't work yourself up to the top, because something comes. Let me just finish. Let me wait. How do you get? No, hold on. No,
that's your reason.
Them like they hold on. Them like they hold on. No, them like they hold on. Hold on.
Joking.
Wait, hold on now. Let me just yarn now. Them like is misconstruing my point. My point is, if you're an influencer, if you're a celebrity, you don't have a choice. So if I say, don't work yourself to the top, I don't mean you should not work hard. I don't mean you should not do other things. My point is, you've worked yourself to a certain level, and these people that are following you are the people who actually endorse you as a celebrity. You cannot say you will not think about them. When you get to a particular level in life, you started influencing other people. Either you like it or not, people look up to you, and it's your responsibility to ensure that those people that look up to you, you cater to them, either subconsciously or consciously. It is, guy.
As an influencer, it cannot be anybody as an influencer. Chill. Society cannot govern an influencer. Are you kidding me?
That's why you have. Why are you complaining about people who are promoting fraud?
Because fraud is illegal.
What do you mean by something?
A person's actions that are not illegal cannot be a problem for society. Something is illegal.
Wait.
So smoking weed in Nigeria is legal.
It's legal.
Smoking weed in Nigeria.
Is it legal?
What are you telling me? No, Nigeria. No, it's legal.
Smoking weed is illegal.
Remember, just an example.
I feel like we should just first of all, everybody just calm down. Okay? That's fine. Now let's first of all understand that these celebrities are also human beings. Yeah, you cannot tell me. Don't compare fraud to smoking weed.
Okay,
I beg. Wait. Calm down. Let me just finish. Don't compare fraud to smoking weed. Fraud is something that's not only affecting the person or the people that are doing it. It's affecting the country as a whole. The celebrities are the one at the forefront. It's the celebrities that people outside first of all know before they even know Nigerians.
All right,
the celebrities are telling you that this fraud is right.
So, Dimlade, unfortunately, you can't talk again, but I disagree with the idea of saying that influencers shouldn't be responsible for their actions. Unfortunately, it just comes with the territory. You can't do anything about it. You don't mean to influence. Like, some people will tell me, oh, you influence me so much. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, that's not really my plan. I just did what I wanted to do. You don't actually mean to. It's not an intentional thing. You're living your life and you're in the public eye. What's going to end up happening is that people are going to look up to you.
Dimlade is saying that, influencers and celebrities don't have to do things that affect people. Excuse me, sir. Everything that you do, as long as you're in the public eye, is being watched. People that actually love you and think that you're someone that they can relate to will look up to that and will want to be that. They want to emulate that. So if you're a smoker of weed and you put it all over social media, they're going to follow it up. It's just inevitable. It's just what's going to happen.
And the one that they think is cool, they will follow. The one that they don't think is cool, they won't follow. It's inevitable.
Anyway.
Do you understand? Some will even follow anyway, as long as they love you. Some will even follow you anyways because they love you. Do you understand? So, with this situation now with celebrities and influencers and doing things and breaking the law and all that good stuff, I have some things to say. I feel like sometimes it's positive because, for example, if you're in a traffic stop by a policeman and they see you and they realize that they know you, you go scot-free. Don't say I'm going, go home, I'll be all right. Whereas, if you're not a celebrity, maybe you'd have paid like 50K. And then, you know, when that time when they were doing, police, what they said, what's that thing? NSAS, police, whatever. A lot of celebrities got away with it simply because they were celebrities. And, you know, people were getting beat up for no reason because they did not know them. The ones that they knew will go away, will go home and be all right. So there are positives, even though that's not really a nice thing, but there are positives and there are negatives to these things. I just feel like we need to pick what's right. And if you're looking at someone and saying that they influence you, please pick what's good so that nobody like Demilade comes to shout and say, I did not tell you to do what I'm doing. Okay?
Final thoughts today we'll take from Sam and Jasmine. So Sam, go ahead.
Okay, so I just think it was very insensitive of Demilade to not cater to the everyday youth and normal people on the streets. Because at the end of the day, these influencers have so much power that we don't understand. Yeah. You need to see some people who have about 100 and something thousand followers. You need to see the people that are under them that are commenting on their pictures. Like, you need to understand that these people are following you and they do every single thing you do. They look up to you. So I think it's very unfair to say that you don't care whatever you do and put out there for them to emulate. I think it's unfair. That's what I think.
So I do agree on what you guys are saying. I just want to talk about how Yahoo has been trivialized and how we do not understand the fact that we are actually promoting fraud, something that is so terrible, something that affects people's lives, something that affects people's growth. Somebody's salary is cut short, somebody is not being fed, you know, a whole lot of things. And the younger generation that look up to us, because we are influencers, each and every one of us, we have people that look up to us. As long as you're on TV, we look up to our mothers, we look up to our fathers. As long as you're an older one, whatever sector you're from, people look up to you and they will follow your lead. It's facts about life. So our younger generations, they are looking up to us. They are seeing how we are just making sons of Yahoo. This fraud is not too bad. I can get into it. People are coming, you know, singing songs about it. People are trivializing the whole thing, and they don't see it as a big deal. So we need to do something about it. Let's not praise fraud. Fraud is bad.
All right, thanks, guys. Thanks, Jasmine. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching the show. Please follow our social media handles and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like, comment, and we'll be here next time. This is Serious Banter. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow. I don't think Jasmine is listening to the words coming out of her mouth.
Who's that?
Who else?
With his chest. And Haxon.